everyone, it's Nella here. So I've decided to answer that wonderful prompt from Wennie about explaining the meaning behind your username. So most of my usernames are actually interconnected. I'm pretty much the same or variations upon the same name on most sites. The one that I'm most commonly found under on like DeviantArt and Flickr too, I think. DeviantArt, Flickr, LiveJournal, a couple of other things is Fast Feet Nella. And I'll explain the Fast Feet part first, because that's also what I'm known on Den of Angels. I'm just Fast Feet. The Fast Feet is actually a reference to two things. One, my walking speed. I walk very fast, incredibly fast. I don't run, but I walk at a very fast pace. And also when I dance, I do a lot of foot movements, which ties into the second point. When I was originally coming up with the names I end up using most frequently online, I was in my early teens, and I was playing a lot of DDR, so Fast Feet was also a reference to that. The second part, Nella, is of course incorporated in this name, Nella Curiosity. And Nella is actually connected to my real name. Mostly because my real name is incredibly common. Like seriously, it's extremely common. Both first and last name. It's really common. So Nella is a reference to my real name, because when I was in elementary, one of the things, I don't know why, but it was particularly the girls who did this. One day a whole bunch of us just decided to figure out what our names would be if you spelt them backwards, and we even got some of the guys to agree to it too. But pretty much everyone's names sounded like trolls, because there's a lot of consonants and it didn't flow right. But my name actually sounded kind of cool. Kind of made me think that I was a magician or something. Like, like if you said my name backwards, I became a magician. I don't know. I've always been into fantasy, if you hadn't guessed. So when it came time for me to start being online more, I decided that, hey, I already had this part that was connected to my name that I liked, that I just go by that. And that's how Nella became pretty much my name online. Yeah, mostly because, like I said, my name's extremely common. So common that in my group of friends, there's so many of us that have that name, that instead of saying our full names, we just say our last name. Which gets kind of embarrassing because my last name is a boy's name. So for a while it'd be like, oh, who are you? And I'd be like, oh, well, I'm so-and-so. And I give them a guy's name. And they stare at me and I go, that's my last name, by the way. I'm not actually a guy. But for YouTube, I tried Fast Feet, and that was taken. And I tried Nella, and that was taken. And I can't remember what it was with Fast Feet Nella. It didn't work in the box, so for some reason it didn't let me do it. So I was trying to think, I was like, oh, what else can I put? Because I really wanted to make sure that my username here on YouTube had Nella in it some way. Because I knew that when I'd be talking or making these videos, I would refer to myself as Nella. So I was like, I want to have it in my name. And that's when I went, oh, well, what am I actually going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about the Curiosity Shop. And I tried making my username like the Curiosity Shop and a couple of variations on that, and it didn't work either. So I went, oh, well, I'll just be Nella Curiosity. Nella of the Curiosity Shop. And yes, that's how that name came about. So I'm sorry if that was incredibly boring for you all. Bye, everyone.